Okay, we're doing another tier list today. Welcome in, everybody. Techie 101 here. Today, we're going to be answering a question I know every single soul on this planet Earth has been wanting to know since the dawn of time. Since the time that we were cavemen living in like caves or in the mouth of caves, figuring out how fire works. Since that time period, we have been wondering, who has the best hat in One Piece? It's a question that has gone back. And the first example of a written language that we know of is who has the best hat in One Piece, written on the cave walls somewhere in like Ethiopia. That's where it all comes from. All right. The answer is Mihawk. Everybody else is wrong. Hey, you know what? We're just going to have to go piece by piece on this. One piece by piece on this. And we're just going to have to see where it goes. All right? You know what is interesting? There hasn't been a hat fruit yet. There's a jacket fruit, but there has not been a hat fruit yet. So I'm really kind of hoping Oda does that. We do the hat fruit. Are you serious? Yes? Yes? See, everybody's going to think the Straw Hat, but I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat right now that are like Robin's hat, Mihawk's hat, Sabo's hat. Oh, but I have to make one distinction right away, and it's actually in the description. I put it. Helmets are not hats, okay? I don't care. I'll die on this hill. Helmets are not hats. So Loki is not included on this. Who's Who is not included on this. I don't care. Killer is not on here. Killer does not wear a hat. It is a fucking helmet. And hats are not helmets. And helmets are not hats. Okay? But a bandana is? Yes. Yes. In this instance, for the purposes of this tier list, a bandana is a hat is a hat, but a helmet is not a hat. Are we on the same class here? Now, before we begin, is there anybody that you see on here that should not, somebody that should be on here but is not on here? Hero Look. Actually, I don't think Hero Look is on here. Okay, because I grabbed like 50-something people, but of course there's so many One Piece characters on here. Vegapunk, yeah, the apple counts. I'd say the apple counts as a hat. It's not a helmet. It is removable. He can take the antenna off. I mean, he installed it. He can take it off. So I'm gonna say the apple is actually a helmet. It is actually a hat, not a helmet. Yeah. Orochi's crown, that's on there. Orochi's crown does count as a hat. A hat is a crown. Okay, a crown does count, which is also why Eam is on there and also Brook is on there, because Brook has a big crown that's also a hat. Yeah. I feel like I should include Hero Look. Eneru. Okay, I guess Eneru is not included on there. I did clarify bandanas or hats because Usopp is on there and Zoro is on there. So Hero Look and Eneru, Aokiji, Page One's hat, This is like, I'm sorry, Page One. Dorian Broggy wear helmets. The whole tier list, yeah. Where is Kaku? I think I did put Kaku on here. If Kaku is not on here, Lucci's on here. They wear the same basic thing. Helmeppo has a hat that's actually very similar to Kaku. All right. Yeah, Robin is there. Both of Robin's hats are on there. The purple variant and the white variant of her cowgirl hat is on there. Okay. So let me add some people here to the list. Let me go over to this screen here. Let's add some people. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun tier list. Okay, so who do we got now? We need Eneru's bandana. I'm just going to throw him in there. Okay, and we also got Aokiji. Let's see here. Whoa. Kaiju Headquarters. Admiral Aokiji. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me move that over here, and then this will be easier to... Yeah, there we go. The Yeti brothers. Okay, so we're not going to include every single solitary character that wears a hat just for the sake of sanity. But I knew there was going to be a couple of people that I forgot, so that's what we're doing here at the end. Hero Look is a big one. Because Hiriluk's hat is really cool. Because the whole idea of Hiriluk is he has, like, the medical cross, you know, like the Red Cross kind of thing. So, Hiriluk. Okay. It's a good hat for Hiriluk. Actually, you know what? That's a better image of Hiriluk. I'll use that one. Vista, Burgess. Burgess has like a weird like Hannibal Lecter face mask thing now. I don't know what it is, but it's not a damn hat, I'll tell you what. It's not a hat. Garp's hat. Ooh, yeah, Garp's dog hat. That's a big one, yeah. That's one that I have to include for sure. All right, but we do got to get moving. Because later today, we got One Piece D&D at 4. So I'd like to get done with this before that. I mean, if it doesn't, it doesn't, but let's see. Yeah, the Garp's dog is good. Let's see. Prince Groose is on the list. Wapple is on the list. Whoop Slap. Yeah, we should probably include old Whoop Slap on here. Oh, Whoop Slap's hat is awesome. We're going to include that. Absolutely. What are you doing not including my hat on the damn list? That's like in Whoop Slap's contract. He has to have an inclusion in like every tier list ever. Shiryu's on the list. Oh, Hanyabal's. Damn. I forgot a few of them. I got like 40. No, I think I was like 55 characters on this list, and I still forgot. So that's the thing whenever you're doing tier lists with One Piece characters. There's like 300 plus damn characters, man. There's a lot of characters. You can have 50 characters and you can still be off base. Oh, man. Okay, so there's that one. Genzo is on the list. Ylaw is on the list. Corazon. Yeah, I don't have Corazon. But I think we're gonna cut it off here because it's 1:30, so we got to get moving. I typed in Corazon in Google and I just get a bunch of images for heart. Like a bunch of heart images because Corazon just literally means heart in Spanish. One Piece Corazon. I don't know. Does that count as a hat that Corazon's wearing? Okay. I'll consider it a hat, I suppose. All right, but we got to get moving after this. So, all right, that's it. That's the last one we're including. We have like 60 people on this tier list, so we gotta get that included, and then we're gonna get going. All right, we got Hannibal, we got Eneru, we got Whoop Slap, we got Kuzan, we got Garp, and we got Hiriluk and Corazon. Okay, so there we go. That's what we're including here. All right, cool. Add those to the list. All right, they're added. There we go. Just mix and match them around here. Randomize this a little touch here. Get this around. Okay. All right, yeah, that's fine. That's good. Okay, let's move everything back to where we were. This is going to be a fun stream. Okay. Serious. I guess I forgot Cavendish. Too bad. Sorry, Cavendish. Sorry, buddy. We got to get moving. All right. We've included some new people here. Cavendish is left out. You get an honorable mention. All right. Let's start. Who's up first? Oh, okay, Ace's hat. Yeah, Ace's hat is up first. There we go. Porcus D. Ace. His hat is pretty damn iconic. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Like, Ace might have my favorite personal hat in the whole damn story. I mean, we got bright orange. We got the smiles up here. Smile and the frown, like the comedy mask kind of thing going on here. We got Fit for a King tier, we got Top Hat tier, we got Great Hat, we got just a normal hat, we got Dumb but it works somehow, which I feel is going to be applicable to a lot of these. Then we just have Plain Awful, and then we have Burn That Hat! Oh, man, pretty damn good. I don't know, man. I'm honestly, like... I really like Ace's hat. Ace's hat is, and I don't want to overuse the word iconic. I had a professor at in university that went on this whole thing one time that she really hated when people overuse the word iconic, because the whole point of iconic is that like it's supposed to be above everything else, and it's like if you use it to describe like everything, then it kind of loses its power. It kind of like reduces the point of it. So I'm not going to overuse iconic, but like seriously, in terms of the most iconic hats in the story, I'm honestly going to say Luffy's and Ace's. I'm going to say even more than Sabo's and Law's. I'm going to even say that. Yeah, Ace's hat is amazing. But for the sake of this, I'll keep it in top hat tier because we are just getting started. It's a heck of a hat to get started. I remember when I went to one of my first anime conventions, they had a bunch of these. And everybody was walking around with the Ace hat, and I was trying to find them, and like by the last day, they were all sold out, and I couldn't find any. I had to order this one online, and it came like weeks later. Does Eames' crown count as a hat? Well, it's on the list, so I guess it counts as a hat. Helmets are not hats, crowns are hats, though. This was I had to delve into the particulars of this. This was very specific. Okay. All right. Who's next? Absalom's hat. All right, Absalom has this big poofy type hat. It's very similar to Perona's, actually, although Perona has a different type of hat we're going to be using to rank her in this one. But yeah, it's a giant poofy little hat that has the symbol, I guess, of the Thriller Bark Pirates on it. Kind of is shaped like a bowling ball. Yeah, burn that hat. I mean, like, and also, I mean, okay, so overall, I guess the idea is we're going to be ranking the hat by itself, but it's going to be hard to do that because, like, Ace's hat is so iconic when Ace wears it. If somebody else wears Ace's hat, it's going to kind of lose its luster a little bit, right? So what I will say is, you know, judge the hat by itself, but that's going to be really hard, I think, for a lot of people to do. So I guess we're going to have to go with judging the hat with the person that's wearing the hat is the best, with a couple of exceptions, but that'll be what we have to do here. A lot of people are saying burn that hat. Just maybe because of the person that is wearing it, because Absalom is an awful character, and he is dead now, so if it makes you feel any better. Yeah, Absalom did die. So, I don't know. I mean, like, burn that hat. I mean, I don't think it's a personally that horrible of a hat. I think there's some worse ones on here, but I'm going to put it as burn the hat because a lot of people are saying to burn that hat. You know, it kind of looks like the Pope hat. I think the Pope hat is a little bit more like vertical. This one's more of like a rounded kind of thing. You know, I don't know. But a lot of people wanted to burn, and I would either probably put it at awful. It definitely doesn't work. So I'm not going to put, it is dumb, but I'm not going to put it in that tier. Yeah. Okay. So the next hat, all right. So this kind of represents all the Marine caps in the story. I'm just using Sakazuki to kind of represent all of the Marines that are wearing those, the standard Marine cap. All right. And it's funny because, like, this is the kind of cap that, like, a normal Marine gets when they're, like, a seaman recruit. And here we have Akainu. I mean, granted, this image is when he was an admiral, not the fleet admiral, but still, he's one of the highest-ranking Marines, and he's still wearing just the average run-of-the-mill Marine cap that you get when you first sign up. So you can't argue that it's very ubiquitous inside of the Marines. We need more. I love that hat for cosplay. It's just a normal hat. Yeah, it is just a hat. It's just a normal hat. But it works. I mean, like, you know, it's a baseball hat that has Marine on it. That's all it has. It has the white and blue. Standard Marine, white and blue. Marine, I mean, there you go. You know, they added in the Navy in the 4Kids dub, so a lot of times it'll say Navy in that. Great when Akainu wears it. It's just a normal hat. I mean, yeah, so that one is, because so many characters wear that exact same hat. All right, yeah. Garp's hat. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, right there. Helmet Jr. Good Helmet Jr. Garp's is dumb, but it works. Yeah, if anybody else, because, like, picturing a lot of people, like, imagine you're shopping at, like, the grocery store or the mall. Do people still shop at malls? Do people still need a mall for things? There's some malls around here that are actually still pretty, you know, they're pretty popular. People still shop at them. Like the Monroeville Mall, that one's always usually bumping. The one around here is pretty dead. But anyway, just picture yourself just walking around the mall and you see somebody wearing this thing. All right? If you see someone wearing Garp's dog mask thing, that's going to be goofy as hell. But on Garp, it fucking works. it works somehow, all right? And I thought, dude, even in like the live action, this is one of those things that I thought like, oh, this is going to look dumb in the live action with him wearing that. No, the actor that plays Garp in the live action actually, man, because he looks like Garp. Like, he looks like freaking Garp in the live action, man. So they did a great job with it, I'd say. Yeah, it's a great hat. That is a cloak, sir. It's definitely not a cloak. A cloak would extend down to, like, your entire body, you know? That's definitely not a cloak. Can you show us? It's here. I mean, oh, in, like, the live action, you mean? I mean, you could go look it up on the wiki. They have all the images of Garp as, his live action actor that plays him and everything. Is Garp a furry? I mean, he definitely really likes dogs. He does have a dog as the figurehead on his ship, but, a lot of people like dogs and are not furry. Dogs are man's best friend. They're really fun. They're good doggos. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Could have made the hat more 3D, though. Yeah, I suppose, but I think it worked pretty good. What even is Augur's hat? Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up the actual images so maybe get a better view of some of these. Okay, yeah, what is Augur's hat? How does that even... It's like a bicorn hat, but it's the weirdest looking bicorn hat I think I've ever seen in my life. It, like, branches off in, like, weird... Yeah, this is just dumb. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say burn it, but it just looks dumb. I guess... Because, like, if a normal bicorn, maybe that, like, extends forward and that gets in a way when he's, like, using his sniper rifle when he's using that. Yeah, this just looks dumb. It looks like an anvil. Yeah, you got it right, Nova Master 96. It looks like an anvil, which is pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb, and I don't think it works either. I'm going to put that in awful. I think we're a good breakdown of the tiers so far. We got a top hat, just a normal hat, dumb but it works, an awful, and a burn. So there we go. Yeah, this is just dumb. It's a jester hat. It's not even a jester hat. It was more colorful. It would be a jester hat. I'd put it higher up. I'd put it at great if it was a jester hat. Oh, man. He's wearing an Acme anvil is basically that. What the fuck is that chin? Yeah, also, well, that's why he grew out the goatee post-time skip. Augur has, like, a goatee now because of his chin. All right, anyway, who's up next? We got Beiji. Now, Beiji is a man of fashion. He is a mafioso. He is the Don of the Fire Tank family. So, he's got to have stylish fashion. Those hats are the best hats in the business. He goes to the best haberdasher around to get the finest hats, okay? And he has a great lineup of hats every single day. Okay, of what kind of hat he wants to wear, right? So I'm going to put that at least at great hat, just to kind of fill out the tiers here. I think that works. It's not even close to, Ace is so unique. This is a very well-maintained hat. If any of Beiji's hats get a scuff or a rip or a tear, he's going to wear another hat. He's going to switch out, you know what I mean? Vito is on the side with a backup hat at all times, Yes. Spaghetti meatball. Beige has a great hat. It's just, yeah, it's a normal hat, no, but it's the finest of that class, okay? He has good style with it, yeah. Normal hat, in my opinion. This is tough, because it is just a normal hat, but it's a really good style hat. All right, I'm gonna maybe move it down to normal hat. All right, I don't know if the great hat's here. We'll see if anything fits in there. I could always remove that tier later. Sometimes I'll start with these with too many tiers, and we'll have to remove one later. So we'll see how this goes. It's the finest of the normal hats, but it is just a normal hat. I'll put it above a Kainu's. So I think that's fair. Okay, who's up next? Oh, Blackbeard. All right, now here's the kicker. So we're going to see a lot of these kind of hats. We're going to see a lot of these style of hats. Like Roger has a hat similar to this. Whitebeard has a hat similar to this. The kind of hats that are just the big, exaggerated captain hat. All right? Now, what Blackbeard's got going for him here is the feather is definitely part of the hat. Is that yellow and red, like, feathers? Is that part of the hat? Is that attached to the hat, or is that something else? Is that part of his cloak, or is that part of the hat? I feel like it's not part of... I feel like it's way too much to be all attached to the hat, Is it like a boa that he wears or some shit like that? Yeah. Dumb, but it works. Great hat here. Yeah. See, the problem is there's a lot of hats that have a similar vibe to this, and they kind of just blend together. Like, I didn't even really remember what Blackbeard's hat looked like until I actually pulled up the image here. Now, his Jolly Roger really ties it all together. And the same thing with Whitebeard and Roger. They have their Jolly Rogers on their hats, too. Yeah, it's part of his cloak. Okay, so the poofy parts of that back there, that's all part of the cloak. So it's really just the hat and then the like green, the bright lime green or like teal bandana he like wraps around the hat. And that's kind of it. All right, I'm thinking great hat. I don't think it's dumb. I don't think it's a dumb-looking hat. It's like a big, exaggerated captain hat, and Teach is like the admiral of the Blackbeard Navy. So, like, I think great is good here. I think that's all right for him. Minimalistic, it's amazing. And that'll probably be a similar area where some other hats go. I mean, Roger is the king of the pirates, so Rogers will probably be fit for a king because he's literally a king. But, yeah, it's at least great. I like it, yeah. Okay, so Bonnie's hat is actually Connie's hat that she got from the Sorbet Kingdom. So it's Bonnie's hat, Connie's hat. It is a grandma hat. An old grandma gave that to Bonnie. So I don't know if that's going to factor into anything, but it is a hat that a grandma would wear. Okay? Yeah. Oh, God, it's not Burn It. It's not that awful. It really just kind of looks like a hat. I don't even know if it looks dumb, really. It just looks like a hat. It's not a type of hat, like, I'm trying to think of, like, I'm picturing it like a hat that you would see in, like, Russia. Maybe. I don't know if that's the region of the world that you would see a hat like that, but that's what I'm thinking. That kind of region of the world. Like a cold kind of northern area. How is Augur's awful? It's an anvil hat. It looks dumb, and it doesn't work. Let's see. It doesn't have a lot of drip. I'll give you that. Yeah. Let's see. Normal hat. Yeah, I'm thinking either normal hat. I'm feeling normal, so I'm gonna put Bonnie's in normal hat because I'm pretty sure there are regions of the world where that kind of style of hat is more. I mean, I don't see a lot of people in the United States wearing a hat like that, but the United States is not the entire world. I know, right? It was crazy when I learned that in middle school. It was nuts. It was insane. Yeah. Where's Dorian Broggy? Dorian Broggy wear helmets. Helmets are not hats. Check the description. All right, Brooke. All right. Now, Brooke's hat, he is a king. He is the Soul King, all right? Brooke's hat is a giant crown hat. Like, that's fucking cool, man. Like, it's fit for a king. It's fit for a king. He's the Soul King, man. All the new world for the new world. No, it is not dumb. That hat is not dumb. I kind of want to wear that, which I guess the fact that I want to wear it doesn't necessarily mean it's not dumb because I've worn some dumb hats in my day. But that is not a dumb-looking hat. No, that is fit for a king, fit for the Soul King, baby. Yeah, all right, we have all the tiers already filled out. So that's good. That's good. We got a good diversity here. I think we got a good setup for the line of how this goes down here. All right, yeah, Chopper could fit in that entire hat, which makes it more cool. All right, yeah, the helmet is a crown. Nope, a crown is a hat. A crown is not a helmet. I don't make the rules. I mean, I do, but I don't make the rules. Okay. Buggy is up next. Now, Buggy has both hats. We have Buggy post-time skip, Buggy pre-time skip. So this is Buggy's post-time skip hat first off. So we have Buggy with his large, elaborate Warlord of the Sea, I am Buggy-sama, that hat, okay? And, see, Buggy's hair originally used to go through the hat in his original. This one, I think, is more just, like, that's not really all of his hair. It's just, like, I don't know, ribbons or whatever. I don't know what he's using with that. Yarn? It looks just like really dense yarn is what he's using for that. But I do love this hat for Buggy. I do love this hat, definitely. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. My immediate instinct is to also put it on Fit for a King, but I don't know if it goes that far with it. I think Top Hat might just... I think it might cap out at Top Hat. Yeah. Pre-time skip is better. You know, originally I would say so, but I'm looking at both of these side by side here now. And, like, I gotta be honest with you, I like the ostentatiousness of the upgraded hat more. Of the newer hat. I think I like it more. Because it really does, like, it's all about Buggy's ego. It's all about his false bravado, which is where he lives, false bravado island. You know, it's all about, like, give me a really giant hat, a top hat in the big top, and let me rule over all of these people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Now, it is funny with his former hat that his hair actually goes through the hat and out the other side, and he uses his actual hair as the tassel. That actually is really funny. Oh, this is tough. Yeah. I kind of want to just go pre-time skip great, and then the top hat for the post-time skip is kind of what I'm feeling right now. Yeah. Poseidon wears a crown. Well, you're thinking of Neptune, but I just forgot to put him on the list, and we're not adding anybody new because we got to get this done. So, I like it like that. But if you could convince me otherwise, I could move it. Fit for a King. Top hat, big top. I don't know if it's fit for a king. I don't know if it's that good, because at the end of the day, it does look a lot like Blackbeard's. It's that generic captain hat, just with their Jolly Roger on it. Brooke is so unique. Yeah. Top is okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it here. I'm going to keep it here. Yeah. All right. Chopper's hats. Where's Chopper? Oh, it's right next to me. Okay, Chopper's hat. All right, so we're going to do, let's do pre-time skip first, because pre-time skip comes first. So, pre-time skip Chopper. This is the hat Hero Look gave him. Generic pink hat, pink top hat that I just realized, how the fuck did he get his antlers through that? That makes no sense logically. Okay, guys, we have discovered something in the world of One Piece that doesn't make sense logically. So we gotta burn that hat. Burn that hat! But no, seriously, how did he fit his fucking antlers through that? The ears make sense. He can kind of scrunch down his ears and get them through that. Aren't his antlers detachable? No! They're not detachable. What? He can't pop his antlers off. Normal hat, yeah, I mean, like, it is really just a normal hat. I mean, technically, it is a top hat. It is a top hat. But, yeah. Like, yeah, the only way that would work is if Hero Look literally sewed the hat together while it was on Chopper's head. Like, Chopper had, like, he knitted the hat together while Chopper was wearing it. Is the only way that would work. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I like the post-time skip Chopper more. I mean, the original is fine, but, like, the blue and the pink really tie it together. The blue cap. And, I mean, really, it's a hat on a hat. We're really taking that hat on a hat expression to the fullest extent here. Hat on a hat for Chopper. How does Chopper take it off? He definitely can, but we rarely see him do that. But it is possible for him to take it off somehow. Maybe he has a zipper in the back. I don't know. Yeah. Choppers, I think we can kind of all agree. Oh, wait, no, I guess not, because some people were saying burn the new one. I was going to say we can all agree the post-time skip hat is better, but a lot of people were like, no, burn it, it sucks. I'm definitely not burning it. It's a good hat. All right, I mean, like, the general consensus from the chat here seems to be, like, Chopper is, like, his pre-time skip is top, and his post-time skip is great. I mean, yeah, we got some contention here going on here. I might have to do a poll on this one. I think I will. We have some time. We can't do polls on every single one of these because we don't have time for it. But we can do it. Chopper's a main character, so we can do that. Which Chopper hat is better? Pre-time skip, post-time skip. Don't confuse pre-time skip and post-time skip. All right, let's go. We could do a little bit of a poll here. We could do a poll. Now, I don't see how you could look at Chopper's hat and say that it's awful or it deserves to be burned. I mean, yeah, if you see a random person wearing it, probably not going to work too well on them. But Chopper makes it work. Everybody, use your right to vote. Please vote. Get out there and vote for the best hat ever. Man, it's tight. It's close. Pre-time skip definitely is in the lead, though. 57. 58. Yeah, people are liking the pre-time skip design more. See, I'm in the minority with this, because I definitely like the post-time skip more. I think the blue and pink just synergize really well. Don't let my decision influence you, though. I don't have a real-life version of Chopper's pre-time skip hat. I actually have a couple of these. I think I have another one somewhere. I do have 2 Ace hats. Somebody sent me 2 Ace hats. I have a normal straw hat that I bought from Dollar Tree before I bought the actual straw hat. So, yeah. Like, this one back here is a licensed straw hat from One Piece, like you can buy in, like, Tokyo Tower or whatever. All right, well, it's very, very close, 56%, but pre-time skip hat did win out. So I'm going to keep that as top hat and keep the post-time skip down here in great. But yeah, that's just how it goes, man. Just how it goes. 218 people voted. There's only 626. Only like 1/3 of the people voted. Get out there and vote, man. Get out there and vote. All right, who's next? Damalo Black, the fake Luffy, wearing a really shitty, shabby straw hat he got from like his grandma's like basement. And it's falling apart. He couldn't even get a commendable straw hat. Dude couldn't even go and make a straw hat or find a straw hat that's decent. Dude, burn that. It's an insult to the king of the pirates or the future king of the pirates. It's awful. Couldn't even get a respectable straw hat. Looks like he dug it out of a freaking dumpster. Let's burn that hat. Burn Damalo Black's hat. Yeah. He also he's a member of the Kid Pirates now, so he's dressed like Kid right now, which is funny. But I don't think Kid doesn't have a hat. He just has goggles. Yeah. Yeah, if he actually spent the time to get a decent straw hat, maybe it'd be different. But it's all like there's holes in it and it's all scruffy and it's falling apart. Damn. All right. Who do we got next? Katarina Devon. And Katarina Devon, once again, kind of the same style hat as Teach, except hers has a little bit more of flair to it. She has this nice little, look at this. She has a big rose on it. She has big feathers poking out. She has some greenery over here on the left. Or I guess on the right, her right, our left. You know, I think that the poofiness back there, I think that is actually part of her hat. Yeah, it's a great bicorn. Yeah, it's a bicorn. I think it's better than I'll put it in great because I think a lot of these hats are going to end up in greats, but I think it is better than Blackbeard's. Hers just has a lot more flair to it. The rose alone deserves to be in a burn pile. No, man, I think the rose adds it to it. See, this is why we have to rank these based off the people wearing them. Because, yeah, Katarina Devon with this giant rose and the feather, I think that just fits her. You know, it just works. Yeah. I can't stand this. I can't stand this tier list. Why? Why are you doing this, Tekking? Yes. I like her hat. Yeah, I like it too. Yeah. It has character. Yeah. All right. Diamante. Mr. Diamante. Wow! Okay. I love watching Diamante's. Look, the animation in Dressrosa is kind of garbage, But I love watching the entrance of Diamante into Corridilla Coliseum. And the fact that he picked up a microphone just to shout, wow! And then that's it. That's all he says in the entire... He has a whole microphone and he just shouts into it, and that's all he does. Yeah. Okay. But in other news, what the hell is on his head? What the hell is on his head? It's like augers, except it points upward instead of downward. It's like a pair of like bull horns, kind of. Yeah, it's kind of like a pair of like, bull, not antlers. It'd be horns. Yeah. I don't even know, man. Dumb at maximum. Yeah, I don't see. The thing is, does it work though? Does this work on him? Because if it works, then I'll give him dumb, but it works. But if it's just bad, I'm just gonna give it awful. You know? Okay. It does work for him. It does work. Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it. I'll put it in dumb, but somehow it works for Diamante specifically. By the way, Diamante is one of the if Treble came back or if Pika came back, I'd be like, all right, fine. I'd be more for Pika than Treble, but they came back and helped Doflamingo escape Impel Down or something, because the idea is they're all in Impel Down right now. I'd be all right with that. I kind of really do genuinely hope Diamante's dead after what happened with Scarlet. And he conked his head on Scarlet's grave. It'd be perfect if he was dead or paralyzed for the rest of his life. But he's probably going to be fine. He's probably going to be an Impel Down and he'd be all right. Yeah. All right. Drake. Drake might not be my favorite character, and I shit on Diaz Drake a lot, but I got to give it to you. He does have one badass fucking hat. I mean, that hat's so cool. I mean, it goes along with the dinosaur theme, the eye. It kind of looks like a pteranodon, head, which doesn't really make a lot of sense because he turns into an allosaur, but, close enough. This is a nice hat. This is a really cool hat. I'm not going to give this anything lower than great. I got to be honest with you. I think top hat. Yeah, I honestly want to give him top hat. In fact, I'm going to give him top hat right next to Ace. Honestly, Ace and Drake, I think working right next to each other with their hat flare, I think that works. I think it works. Drake's hat's cool. It's the best part about his character is he has a cool hat. Oh, man. Yeah. I like it, man. He got that hat made for himself. Yeah, and he has good style. He has good taste, I'll say. Yeah, the hat is better than him. Yeah, all right. Okay, we got Whoop Slap. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Whoop Slap, dude. The star of the hour. How dare you not look at my hat, darn it. I've been wearing this hat for 70 years. My grandpappy gave me this hat, and his grandpappy gave him this hat. This hat's been in the Slap family for almost 10 generations now. But I didn't have any children, so it dies with me. Oh, dude. I mean, for the memes, we kind of have to give it to him, right? Nah, I mean... It's just a normal, it's a bucket hat. It's just a normal hat, but it works for him. It works. It's a bucket hat. It's kind of what Luffy was rocking in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade last year. Hopefully, Luffy, by the way, is going to be in the parade again this year. Hopefully they watch the branches this time and Luffy doesn't get a bucket hat again. King does not wear a hat. He wears a helmet, sir. Helmet hat. It's not a hat. It's a helmet. Doesn't count. All right. The secret of the red line is on Whoop Slap's bucket hat. Yeah. All right. Oh, Genzo's pinwheel hat. All right. This one's cool. This one, I think, is the definition of dumb, but it works. I think this is the definition of that. Right? Right, is it? Kinda? Yeah. I mean, come on now. Dumb, but it works. People are, it's not fit for a king. Nah. We're not, Genzo's hat is all right. It's cool for him. It is not a king level hat. I am sorry. Yeah. It is, yeah. It is dumb. He's a sheriff of a town with a little pinwheel on his head. You know what's funny? They actually did not include the pinwheel in the live action, which is so strange to me because, like, I feel like Garp's dog hat would be a lot goofier in the live action, and they included that. But Genzo having a little pinwheel on his hat, I mean, they didn't even have to make it as like ostentatious as this. It could be a little smaller, like a little pinwheel like on his hat. It's very weird they did not do that in the live action. Yeah. The pinwheel is amazing. I think this is the definition of dumb, but it works. Yeah. Nami's tattoo won't make sense in the live action. Yeah, I guess it won't. That is a little strange. Yeah. Where? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. No, I guess they did leave Kokoyashi at the end of the episode. I was going to say, did they stay on Kokoyashi? But no, they were sailing away for the Grand Line at the end of the season, so yeah. Yeah. This is a bribe to put the pinwheel hat under King. Okay, well, you sent me $10, so, just for that alone, we're going to put it up to top hats. It's like, wait, Tekking, you're taking bribes now? It's like, gave me $10 just to move it up. It's a stupid tier list about hats. Shit, man, you sent me $10? Well, thank you. Like this, I will not diminish the integrity of this hat tier list. To not move. I live in the United States of America, and we are late-stage capitalism, baby. That is what we do around these parts. Bribery! Bribery! A lot of people are also wanting it to go higher, too. Which, okay, yeah. I think a lot of people wanted it to be top hat, yeah. It's called lobbying, sir. Yes, lobbying. Totally not a problem whatsoever. Totally cool. Man. Just like, it's like, yeah, I think I'm going to put it there. $10? Shit, I'll put it wherever you want me to, man. All right, okay. All right. What do we have next? Who do we have next? Oh, the giant straw hat. The giant straw hat that's in Eames' underground freezer. Which is Joy Boy's hat. What we could understand is Joy Boy's hat. Okay. All right. This is a bribe to burn that hat from... Okay. So the problem there is you donated $10 each. So what am I supposed to do now? It's just... Yeah, no. Thank you, though. All right. We're not accepting any more bribes. Bribes are closed. Damn it. Oh man, now we're just having a bribe battle in the chat. Damn it, stop please. Okay, we're not doing any more bribes. All right, feel free to send a super chat. I'm not gonna say no, but we're done with the bribes. I'm going straight. Okay, we're outlawing lobbying in this stream. There you go. Wait, where's my gavel? I need a gavel. I don't have a gavel. Here's a 4-star Dragon Ball. All right, there we go. We've outlawed lobbying. There we go. We are now officially. And bribery. Mine is in pounds. Shit, you're right. Okay, there you go. There you go. Shit, pounds, that's an exchange rate. All right, there it is. Tekking finally sees the problem with late-stage capitalism. Yeah, that was the thing that opened my eyes, not all the slew of other problems. All right, so we're done. We're done with the bribes. Anything else you send me, I will welcome as a super chat. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. But everything else, yeah, no. All right. It's just an auction now. It's just like, yeah, coming up here, we got the giant straw hat worn by Joy Boy. Joy Boy, the original sun god, ladies and gentlemen, original sun god of the Void Century. He lived in the ancient kingdom. He was born there, and he was the first ever pirate. Now it's inside of the giant freezer inside of Marie-Joie. Marie-Joie, everybody, the city of the gods, at top of the red line. We got awful hat, dumb but it works hat, just a normal hat, great hat, top hat, fit for a king, okay. I could probably be. Do you think I could be an auctioneer? Do you think I have what it takes to be an auctioneer? I got to fix that up a little bit. A lot of that was gibberish, but I don't know if I could be an auctioneer. I've kind of already appreciated the skill of that. Okay, yes. Yes. Oh, absolutely, yes. I think so for sure. Okay, yeah, why is it in a freezer? I don't know. I mean, just to preserve it better, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that might damage the hat more, but yeah. You need an accent to do the auctions. I can work on my accent work a little bit. I could think maybe I could do it. Yeah. Every time we go to an auction and there's a guy that does that, I'm always sitting there like, I feel like I could do that. I feel like I have enough skills to do that. Like if we're ever at an auction, my mom and my mom's friend were at a cake auction a little while ago at one of the county fairs, and they had a guy up there that was doing that, and I was sitting there like watching him, and I was like, if this guy has a sudden heart attack or something, and he's like, oh no, the auctioneer can't continue. It is like, I feel like I could pick up that microphone and I could do a halfway decent job at that, Anywho. What are we doing with Joy Boy's hat? Where's Joy Boy's hats going? I feel like it has to be at least top hat, right? Or king. I mean, it's literally Joy Boy's hat, right? Yeah. Is there an auctioneer in the audience? Not a doctor. Is there an auctioneer to finish the cake auction? Oh, dude, yeah. King, definitely. Fit for a frozen king, yep. Yeah, maybe Joy Boy had a bunch of devil fruits like Blackbeard. Maybe he had the chili no me, and he had the sun god fruit, yeah. What the fuck is a cake auction? All right, so that's actually pretty common around here. I don't know if you guys have never been to a cake auction. Who hasn't been to a cake auction? All right. So I guess it might just be more standard for out in the country where there's a bunch of county fairs. Anyway, so a bunch of people, I mean, the county fair has bakery, competitions and stuff, right? So a bunch of people like enter their baked goods and their cakes. And those cakes, there's like 30, 40, 50 cakes sometimes that are entered in these contests. And so when they're judging the cake, they don't eat the whole cake. The judges take a slice of the cake and they kind of divide it up amongst themselves, depending on how many judges there are, 3, 4, 5 judges or whatever. So they judge the cake and then they give the prizes out to like who gets the blue ribbon, second prize, third prize, all that kind of jazz, best in show, all that kind of shit. Okay, well, you still have a bunch of cakes that are like pretty much like 95% complete with like one slice missing. It'd be a massive waste to just throw all those away, so they auction them off at the fair. So you'll bring up your cake, and then the cakes will be judged the following day, and then the day after that is they'll do a judge, or then maybe the same day, it depends. They'll do an auction, and they'll auction off the cake. Yeah. Actually, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let's see what we got here. Because, hold on a minute. When was this? This was in October, I think. When was this cake auction we were at? I can't believe, yeah, this is a pretty common thing where I'm at. I didn't account for, like, everybody. Oh, there we go, yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if I can get a good picture here. Definitely AmeriCorps. It sounds fun, yeah. Okay, hold on a minute. Because my mom was part of the one in the last, because my mom always enters cakes, so I'm familiar with this concept pretty well. Pizza better than a hamburger. Pizza though, yeah. So, yeah, come on down to rural Pennsylvania sometimes when we do shit like that. Hold on a minute. Let me do this. Okay. Cake is yummy. Yeah, so this was my mom at the county fair. Yeah. So, like, people were kind of lined up, and there was, like, a bunch of cake judges back there, and then she's going around showing everybody the cake, so my mom's the one wearing the white, and she's walking around showing everybody the cake and just being like, who wants to bid on the cake? Dude, some of these cakes sold for, like, I'm not even shitting you, like, $200, $300. People were selling these cakes. These cakes went for a lot of money. Okay? So, yeah. Anywho, Who the fuck is next? Why did we take a whole... I don't know why we did a whole deviation on cake. I'm just surprised people didn't know about cakes. What is this cake of which you speak of? What is cake? Okay. All right. Who's got that money? I don't know. Yeah. Yes, that was my mom, by the way. Yes. But yeah, they were selling like hotcakes. I was surprised. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm surprised at how expensive. Like, yeah, like $100 was the standard for a lot of these cakes. I'm not even kidding. Like $100 was essentially like the average price they were sold for. Yeah. Okay. My mom's cake sold for like about $150, I think, the one she entered. Okay, so we got Shiryu. Where's Shiryu? The fuck is Shiryu? Oh, there he is. Shiryu. All right, so Shiryu is rocking the Impel Down kind of like military hat kind of deal. But he also modified it a little bit, I think, because the original Impel Down hat has the symbol of the I and the D kind of overlapping. His he modified with skulls because, you know, he's evil and, you know, a bad guy and all that kind of shit, right? It definitely is intimidating for him. It definitely works. Yeah, a little bit of BDSM kinky in there, maybe, yeah. What are those things on the side? They're like ear flap things. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be. Maybe he has very sensitive hearing. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, Magellan doesn't really have a hat because he has his horns. Although his horns are detachable. He can take off his horns. Yeah, it's like a pilot hat. Yeah, it's kind of like a pilot hat. Awful. I mean, it does kind of remind me of another type of hat. So, yeah, I might go awful with this one. Yeah. Yeah. Skulls because he's a pirate. Yes. You started streaming at the perfect time. I have an art lecture I really don't want to pay attention to. Pay attention to the art. Pay attention to the arts. The arts, sir. The arts are what guide us. Pay attention. All right, who's next? Oh, okay. All right. If you didn't agree with me with Genzo, you might agree with me with Miss Valentine's hat. Her hat is dumb, but it works, right? Right? It's a hat. It's a lemon hat. If you saw pretty much 95% of people wearing this, you'd be like, that's dumb. All right? But Mikita, Miss Valentine, makes it work. She makes that hat work because she goes all in on the lemon. All right? Like, she's like, I've decided my fashion sense is lemon. I've decided on the citrus fruit to guide me. That's what I'm going with. So it is dumb, but boy, does it work. In fact, she might be at the top of that. I think it might be even higher than Garp's dog hat. All right? Because it works with her. Absolutely. By the way, the name of the actress that's going to play Miss Valentine in the live action, I think her name is like, she has the coolest fucking name ever. I think her name's like Jazara Jaslyn or something. Wiki, Miss Valentine. Who plays her? Mikita. Yeah, Jazara Jaslyn. That is such a cool name. I love the alliteration. It works so well. And she's like the perfect, by the way, if you see a picture of her, she's like the perfect actress to play Miss Valentine. Right? Like, yeah. Yeah, even if the outfit is dumb. The outfit, like I said, it wouldn't work on everybody, but with her it does. Okay. All right, who's next? Oh, we got Law. Okay, why do I have Laws separated here? Hold on a minute. Where's the other Law? There's two Laws here. Is there? Yep, here he is. So, okay, we got pre-time skip and post-time skip Law. Okay. So, Law. What do we got? All right. Pre-time skip Law, post-time skip Law. All right, this is going to be a tough one because Law is pretty well known, right? It's the same hat, right? Well, I don't know if it's the same hat, actually. It looks like a hat that has definitely been modified. It might not be the same hat. Yeah. They both stink. Yeah, no. I'm going to leave this up to a poll. I will leave this up to a poll. Okay. Pre-time skip law. Post-time skip law. Law! You betray the law! Law! Yeah, I'd say the pre-time skip one does just kind of give me hipster mid-2000s beanie vibes. Once again, I'm way more of a fan of the pre-time skip hat. Way more of a fan. It's the same thing with Chopper. I prefer post-time skip hat. I like the brim. The brim of the hat, I think, sells it. Oh, and it looks like the poll is in agreement because it's also at, yeah, post-time skip's winning by like 60-40. Yeah. Yeah, he also didn't have that initial hat for very long. Maybe Oda just liked to draw this one better. He was just like, this is an easier hat to draw than the other hat, maybe. I don't know. Go out and vote! I mean, I guess he could have modified it, or somebody on his crew could have, like, removed the brim and then added a new one, because that's a new brim of the hat. That's a completely different brim. He didn't just chop off the sides. Like, it doesn't even resemble the same hat. I mean, like, the design is the same, but yeah. This would have required some work. Like, all Chopper did, Chopper just put, like, that blue cap over his top hat. That's all Chopper did. Law definitely, like, removed it and then, like, removed parts of it and sewed on something different, if that's how he did it. Yeah. Now, granted, given Law's Devil Fruit ability, he could probably modify his hat like that. It would probably be super easy with his Devil Fruit ability. Yeah, he just did shambles on his hat. I want a different hat. Shambles. Room. Room. Shambles. Stitches. Done. Yeah. Anyway, it looks like Post wins. So I think I'm going to do the same thing I did with Chopper, but in reverse. I think I'm definitely putting it in top hat up here. Where does this go? Great hat, normal, or dumb but it works? Yeah, dumb but it works. Mingo helped him. Oh my god. I guess, you know, I guess as far as Devil Fruits go, Doflamingo's ability would work the best. Great. Yeah, I'll just leave it in great. That's fair. That's fair. So he's the inverse of Chopper here. Yeah. Okay, Leo. Yeah, I mean, Leo's hat is, yeah. It's a hat. You know, it's weird. It's definitely not a normal hat. I wouldn't say it's dumb either, but I wouldn't say it's great. Weird. This is strange. This is really hard to place. I'd say it's great, but if it's great, it's the lowest level of great. Let me put... Actually, no, I'm happy with this layout in great. With Devon, Blackbeard, Buggy, Chopper, Law, pre-time skip, and then Leo. Yeah. It's alright. It's okay. I'm not putting... It's definitely not a top hat. But it's not a normal hat either. But I wouldn't say it's dumb, yeah. It's like, I don't want to make a new tier just for this. So I'll keep it here. I'll keep it on the low end, because it follows the same theme as this captain hat kind of thing, you know? Yeah. I guess you could say it is normal. Nah. It isn't normal, though. It's definitely been modified enough to not be a normal hat. Yeah, the goggles and the feather are a nice touch. I'll keep it at the bottom end of great. We'll do that. All right. Oh, Whitebeard's. Okay, so Whitebeard, once again, is another really cool hat. But it's the same kind of design, you know what I mean? It's the same design we've been working with so far. It's the same design as Blackbeard's and Devon's and Buggy's. It's and even like Leo's a little bit. It's generic pirate captain hat, although the beads on it, the beads and the red and white really work. It does work. Yeah. 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 The beads do add a lot of drip to it. The beads add a lot of drip. You are right. Oh, and it mirrors the mustache. See, this works. This works on Whitebeard. Yeah, on Whitebeard specifically, this kind of clicks. Yeah. I think we go top hat on this one. I'm going to put him right below Ace and Drake. Yeah. It matches the hair. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we kind of have to. It's really hard to just judge the hat on the hat. We have to judge it based off the person wearing it. Because that's what people, I think, their initial thought process is going to be. That's at least the way it is with me. Yeah. Back when Whitebeard had his magnificent golden locks. All right. Sasaki. I'm not even going to pull Sasaki. Okay, fine. All right, you know what? Sasaki has this, like, biker hat motif going on. He's got this golden, like, button in the center of it. Yeah. It's all right, I guess. Dumb, but it works. Yeah. I think that's fair for Sasaki. Dumb, but it works. See, the horns, I can't even remember because, like, some of the Tobi Roppo, I think, actually had horns and some didn't. Because Who's wasn't Who's just like a helmet? It was just his helmet. Did Sasaki actually have horns, or was it just the hat? It's a conductor hat. Yeah, it's like a train conductor hat, which I've always thought those look dumb. Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did actually have horns. Okay. Yeah. So in that case, it's just kind of a normal hat. It's just a normal train conductor hat that he's wearing. I'm putting it at the bottom, though. I'll put Genzo all the way up here because of the bribery arc. I'll put it up there. Yeah. All right. That's Sasaki. Im-sama. Now, you know what's funny? We don't actually know if that's a hat. That could be part of his head for all we know. We actually do not know. That could be part of his outfit. Like, it could extend down to his cloak. That could be his lip. There's that one SBS where Oda drew him with that big outstretched lip. That could actually be Im. Hold on, let me see if I could find that, actually. It's so funny. Let's see. Where's the drawing that Oda did of Im? It's really funny. SB, I think it was in an SBS. Yeah. Here it is. Okay. Look at this shit. This might and you know what? Oda said it as a joke, like, oh, this can't be right. You know for a fact Oda might actually make it be like this. Oda is, you know how it goes. This might actually be how Im looks. No. Is Im, we don't know. So we don't know how the voice actor wasn't actually revealed in the credits. I think something they might have done is they used, like, I don't know, multiple voices and layered them on top of each other. I really don't know how they used that, how they did the voice effect. I'm not really sure. Could it be a haircut, too? Yeah. Yeah. But Im is a king. Im is the king of the world, is literally the king of the world. So I guess we have to go put Im in Fit for a King. Yeah. Never trust an Oda silhouette. You know what? It's funny. I think Im might just have, like, this might not even be Im's true form. Im is like an amorphous blob, and this is just, like, the form it takes, or they take. But later on, Im might just, like, transform into something completely different, so it's whatever Oda needs it to be. Yeah. Im has a mohawk, yeah. Burn it. We're saying, burn it. Fit for a king or burn it. No in between. You know what? I'm torn. I'm torn where to put this. Burn it, king. All right, I think this is Im. This is the king of the world. So we got to do a poll on this one. burn Eames' crown, or is it top tier? Or I guess, is it fit for a king? All right. Burn it. Fit for a king. All right, here we go. If it's a crown, it's not that good of a crown. There's definitely cooler crowns. I'll give it to you. It is kind of a shitty crown. Yeah. Yeah, Eam is an actual king of the world, though, so that's the thing. Yeah. Oh man, this is close. This is like, I'm gonna give it a minute or so because we don't have a lot of time, but yeah. Bribe to burn Eames' hat. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We're going by the poll. We're going by the poll numbers. There will be no more lobbying. Oh man, it is so close. It is literally 51. Now it's 52. If I could afford to bribe you all in the chat, I would. Stop impeding the democratic process. Bribery has no place in American politics whatsoever. Not a single person has accepted a bribe for almost the 250 years of this country. We're not going to start now. All right. It is very close, but I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Okay. Wow, that was so close. But Eames' shitty crown is going to burn next to Damalo Black's shitty straw hat and whatever the hell bowling ball kind of thing Absalom is wearing. There you go. There you go. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, next up is Hannibal. Hannibal. Where's Hannibal at? Oh, I had to include him later, so yeah. All right, so I'm a big fan of Egyptian mythology, and he's wearing like a pharaoh hat. So, I mean, that's majestic as shit. I'm sorry. I'm going to rank this as top. I'm putting this in here as top. I'll put it right below Whitebeard's. Just, it has to be up there. It's an awesome reference to Egyptian history. Yeah. Walk like an Egyptian. Pharaoh equals king. Yeah. You know what's funny? They didn't start calling them pharaohs until the era of like the New Kingdom. That's where the name pharaoh kind of originated. The word they would have used before that would have just been, it just translated, I don't know the actual Egyptian word they used, but it just translated to king. It was not a particular word. Pharaoh came a little later, around the mid, like, well, the New Kingdom was like from 1800 BC to like 1100 BC to the fall of the collapse of the Bronze Age. So somewhere around there is when it popped in. Yeah. Yeah, Hannibal is a good example of a character that's shown as like a joke character at first. Like you think he's going to be like the Buggy of Impel Down, which is ironic because Buggy is actually very prominent in Impel Down. But he actually shows up to be pretty damn strong holding Luffy off. He took like a jet Gatling, an attack that like Luffy used to defeat Lucci, and Hannibal took that shit, and he didn't go down. He was a strong dude. Yeah. There we are. Okay. Helmeppo and his fancy top hat. And he's got a fancy white top hat that says Marine on the side of it. That's Helmeppo's hat. There's not much to it. There really isn't. But that's what he's got. That's what he's got. That's what he's working with here. Just a hat. I mean, it is just a hat. I mean, I'm going to put it right next to, I'll put it above or below the original Marine hat. It is a top hat after all. All the top hats have to go into top hat. It is not awful. It is not an awful hat. There's no way. It's just a white top hat. It's not bad. It's just a hat. Yeah. I'd say it's above the original. Yeah, I would agree with that. I tend to agree. Yeah. Got Hannibal and then Helmeppo. And then we got Django. Django's Michael Jackson-esque kind of hat, because that's literally the design based off of Michael Jackson is Django's outfit and the glove and the way he walks. He does the moonwalk and everything. Yeah. So, Django's. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a hat. Once again, it is just a hat. Alucard ass looking hat. It is not it's not fit for a king. There's no way. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, there's really nothing unique about this thing. I mean, it really isn't. There's nothing added to it. It's just a really big brimmed, like you said, like an Alucard kind of hat. Yeah. It is just a normal hat. Yeah. A lot of people are saying at least great. Yeah. I'm going to say it maybe works out against Leo, and he's actually the lowest tier of great. Other than that, it just goes into a normal hat category. Carrot doesn't... Oh, wait. I guess Carrot does wear a hat. Oh, well. Too late. But it is a great normal hat. I can't get over the fact it is just a normal hat. I feel like it would belong closer next to Beiji's. In fact, I think that works really well next to Beiji's hat. Yeah. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with there, next to Beiji. Okay, who's now? Oh, Koala. Okay. Koala. Her fucking hat is awesome. Now, a lot of the Revolutionary Army wear the same kind of, like, top hat. Koala does it a little different. She has this little, like, newsy cap that she wears with the goggles. I love Koala's hat. It's great. It's a great hat. Oof, no. Someone's just, oof, no. Look at you. Look at her. She's judging you. She's judging you as you judge her hat. All right? That Digimon swag. Okay, yeah. It's going in great. I'm putting it above Chopper. It's going in great. I love Koala's hat. I mean, oh no, I put it in top. I mean, like, okay, top hat or, oh, that is tough for me. Holy shit. Oh, dude. It's not a normal hat. There's enough distinctions to make it, okay, I'll put it in great. I won't put it up there, but I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put Koala's hat at the top of great. Yeah, it's like a steampunk kind of thing. Yeah, there's a little bit of steampunk in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Industrial Revolution, late 19th century, early 20th century kind of hat. Kind of steampunk. Yeah, I'm all right with that. It's better than Devon's. Yeah, I'd say it is. Yeah. It doesn't reference a koala bear, so get it out of here. Just because her name is Koala, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean she has to reference a koala bear. Although, maybe one of her attacks might have koala bear named in it. I don't know. Also, Sabo's girlfriend. Okay, Kujaku. I like Kujaku's hat. Okay, this is a cute hat. Look at this. It's just a marine bucket hat with a little seagull on it. That's adorable. That's a nice hat. Look at Kujaku's hat. Yeah. That's a very pretty hat. That's a hat I could see, like, actually being sold in a store. You know? It's a cute hat. Yeah. The bird is a nice touch-up. Yeah. That seagull puts it in great. Yeah, the seagull puts it in great. I'll put it above Leo's. Yeah. If it was without the seagull, it would just be an ordinary hat next to Helmeppo's, but the seagull adds extra flair to it. Yeah. I don't know why, but I hate it. I don't. I really like it. The mistress hat. She'll whip you. She sure will. Oh, man, you just flipped the M upside down. It's W, and she's whip lady. You ever see the Whitest Kids You Know sketch? It's Whip Boy. Yeah. Yeah. She might have added the seagull herself. She might have just bought a regular Marine. I imagine like they have like a special store in the Marines where you could buy like personalized Marine outfits. Like everybody has the standard issue hat and scarf when they join. But then once you get to the rank of like petty officer, you can kind of choose your own outfit. And I bet they have like a whole clothing line where you could like pick your own outfits and they tailor stuff to your liking and they add stuff on for you. Kind of makes it fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. You forgot W for Wumbo. Mihawk is coming up. Mihawk's on here. Okay. Kuma. Okay, if I'm not misremembering this, Kuma's ears are his hairstyle, right? It's not the hat. He doesn't actually have bear ears. It's just his hairstyle. And this image from the anime doesn't do a great job of doing that, but it is just his hair. It is his hair, yeah. So I know right here in the anime it looks like they're separate colors, like he has black hair and brown ears, but no, they are supposed to be the same color. It is actually his hairstyle. Yeah. So in that case, taking it away from that, the hat is pretty ordinary. Yeah. Without the ears, it's just an ordinary hat. I'm gonna put Kuma like right smack dab in the middle, like right. Actually, I'll put Kuma right next to Bonnie. Right next to Bonnie. That works perfect. Father and daughter. There we go. Yeah. If the ears aren't included, then burn it. No, it's just an ordinary kind of fishing type hat. Yeah. Two-toned hair. I mean, maybe he does. Maybe he dyes just the hair of the ears. Yeah, maybe he does. All right, so now we have Robin's first hat. Robin's purple hat. In fact, I'm going to move Robin's white hat next. So we'll judge Robin's hat side by side. All right, so we got purple, and it's the same hat, just a different color palette. We got the purple, and then we got the white. And the trim is actually the same. It's that golden trim, the yellow trim on the side. It's the same exact trim. Just one's purple, one's white. Yeah. Cowgirl Queen. Well, hello there. I'm Miss All Sunday. I'm a Southern belle. She does talk like that in the 4Kids dub. Well, hello there, y'all. My name's Miss All Sunday. All right. Both are mid. I like purple more. As just like my color preference, I'd say purple is my preference over the white hat. So yeah. They are just hats, though, really. So, I mean, like, I would go purple, like, right. I'd rank it above Django. And, like, just maybe like this. Yeah. We can do that. I'm going to move this up a bit. There we go. Hard disagree. I was thinking about pushing them up a little bit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think it should be in great, too. How about this? Because I feel like they're going to be next to each other. Yeah. At least great. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. I still think Leo needs to be on the bottom here. I am satisfied. All right, I'm satisfied, too. Yeah. Okay. Napoleon. Napoleon. The one hat on this list, by the way, that has its own image as a hat. Like, I had to crop all of these. There literally is on the wiki just an image of Napoleon because he is a sentient being. Okay. Sword hat. Sword hat that is also literally sentient that can talk and shit. And is a little shy. He's a little shy guy. Yeah. Napoleon... I think Napoleon deserves some special treatment because Napoleon. I'd say fit for a king or queen. We can actually change this. Fit for a king / queen. Hold on a minute. my god, is it really doing that? All right, hold on. Let me try this. Oh my god, the way that this works is always like, hold on a minute. I'm trying to fit it all on one line here. There we go. All right. Yeah, Napoleon is like Napoleon's an actual character in the story. I feel like that needs to be a little bit like, out of all of these hats, he's the only one that's an actual character. He died in the magma. Oh, that's true. Big Mom did get knocked. Well, wait, no. Did the other? Yeah, what happened to Napoleon and Hera? Did they get knocked into the magma too? I don't think they did. Big Mom fell. She shouted for them, but Law was using his silent room so that they could not hear her. So they formed Misery. And so what the fuck happened to Prometheus and Hera and Napoleon then? If they combined together to form Misery, they didn't get knocked in the magma. Huh. I think we just stumbled upon something that was overlooked. They threw them in. So it's mentioned that whenever Big Mom is not around, Napoleon just goes dormant. He just pretends to be asleep because he's really shy and he's not good with dealing with people. So he probably was like, oh no, Mama, I'm going to sleep. Everybody, my stomach, guys. I'm going to just go to sleep here. Just pretend I'm dead. You know? Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, talk to Artur about that tomorrow. I should. That's who stole Yasuie's sword. Maybe it was one of Big Mom's. I don't think so because we saw the silhouette, but like, yeah. So there's just a big sentient hat on Onigashima still. He didn't get dropped in the lava, so maybe he's hiding in a hat shop to avoid detection. He's like, shit, all right. Mama's gone. I'm just going to have to ride this out in the haberdasher until things blow over. Napoleon has a bounty on his head. Oh, man. No, Napoleon was part of Misery. They all fused together. Yeah. They all combined together. Yeah, because there's a that episode. When was that episode? Was that episode was last year, right? 2023? Because I did a review of that episode because it was such a damn good episode. Hang on. Yeah, they didn't fall into a volcano, but Big Mom did. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so all of Big Mom's homies formed together. Hera, Napoleon, and Prometheus, they all formed together. And then they made big titty ghost woman. And she attacked Law. Yeah. Hi, Mama! Yeah. So there you go. That's what happened. Yeah, that's the story of that. Yeah. Why is she hot though? I don't know. But she's got those golden locks. She's got the golden locks. All right, anyway, that's enough. That's enough talking about Big Mom's sexy final attack mode thing she can do. All right. So who's next? Okay. So Ors is next, but I'm also using Ors as an example of like every Wano Casa hat in the story. Like, so the Casa hats that Tama makes, that the Nine Red Scabbards wear, I think Kawamatsu is always seen wearing a Casa hat. So like Ors is there because Ace made the hat for him, and it's very, symbolic with Ace's, with Ors's character and Ace's character and everything like that. But it's really just a hat. It is just a hat, but it's a nice hat. I'll put it up here. I'll put it above Django, but below Genzo. Genzo earned a spot in the top of normal just because of the bribery episode. We'll just keep Genzo locked in there forever. There you go. But it is just a normal straw hat, yeah. But it is a nice story between Ace and Orange Jr. Yeah. Wapol. Wapol's hat. And Wapol has like this white walkie kind of thing because he rides on a white walkie named Robson, which makes me think that this is just the hide of another, like Robson had a brother that Wapol killed, and now he wears his brother's like cloak as a hat. It's like it's a cape. It's a cape hat. It's a cape and it's a hat. It's a cape and it's a hood and it's a hat. Yeah, it's a hippo hoodie. Someone needs to open a company that's called Hippo Hoodies. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's sad. That's true, but it's also a hat, and we have to rank it. So yeah. Burn it. Nah, I kind of like the design. Yeah, he has the black one now. Yeah, but that's the only one I have on here. I'd say it looks comfy. It kind of does. I wouldn't say no to wearing that just because it does look cozy. Yeah, but Wapol is the one that's wearing it, though. Imagine it if a girl was wearing that. It would look cute. It would kind of look cute. Take it away from giant fat-assed Wapol, Evil King. And you know, maybe the way it's marketed, if they ever sold this, it would not be marketed with Wapol as the male model. It would be like sexy lady in like her mid-20s wearing this cool little thing, like you know those like cloak hoodie like robe things that are like super floofy. You know, it'd be kind of like that. Yeah. I would look cute in that hat, Rustage. Thank you. I don't know. Yeah, if Uto was wearing... Yeah, you know what? You've sold it. If Uto was wearing this, it looks super adorable. All right? I like it. I wouldn't even say it's awful or burn it. Or I don't even think it looks dumb, honestly. I would not say it's in the same category as, like, the lemon hat. Yeah. You mean a Snuggie? Yeah, the Snuggie, but then there was also something else that came out recently that's, like, I think the spiritual successor of the Snuggie. I'm going to put it, like, right between Law and Chopper, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, if Nami wore it, if Robin wore it. Yeah. All right. Corazon. Here's Corazon's hat. Okay, so his hat is more of like, he really does have like, dude, all right. I knew guys wearing these types of hats in high school. Let me tell you a story, okay? So when we went from elementary school to middle school, we had to start school a little earlier, so we would get on the bus. And the bus would stop at the high school first and let off all the high school students. And then we would go to the middle school where we would get dropped off. So the first time I ever experienced what high school kids were like dressing like was when I was in 6th grade, when I was in middle school. So I'm like 11, and I get on the school bus in the morning, and there's like kids that are like, 17, 18 years old that are like seniors in high school, and I'm really intimidated, and I'm like, oh no, because I'm just like a little kid, But I remember getting to the high school and seeing the seniors getting off the bus at the high school, and there was this one guy, and by the time I got in high school, he was long since graduated, but I remember him getting off wearing a beanie hat kind of like this, except it was green, and he was wearing super baggy pants covered in like fake safety pins and like super punk and like a really long jacket and super long hair. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Corazon, but even more crazy. Like he didn't have all the tattoos and makeup and everything, but that guy kind of reminds me of Corazon. That's a memory unlock there. And this would have been in like 2004. So like the peak fashion for like a weed dealer in like 2004. Yeah. I like it. I kind of like the aesthetic. I really do. Yeah. It's on his head and it's not a helmet, so that's a hat. Yeah. Oda took reference on that guy, certainly. Yes. What the fuck? How old is Tekking? I am 31 years old, sir. There it is. Yep. It's sort of a Peruvian beanie. Yeah, it does also kind of give off that vibe. Yeah. JoJo vibes. Big JoJo vibes, yeah. You look 20. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I like the hearts on the flap. Yeah, I think the hearts on the flap add to it. Oh, you know what? Should I put it next to Law in Top Hat? Kind of on the lower end of Top Hat. I don't know. It works really good on him. It works really good on him. Damn, you old. Yep. Yeah, it reminds me of the hoodies you get in Dark Souls. Yeah. Next to Law is great. Okay. Orochi. I am Lord Orochi. Look at my crown. Look at my crown. I am Lord Orochi. You know I'm Lord Orochi because I have my crown. I wouldn't be a lord if I didn't have a crown. I have a crown, so therefore I'm a lord. So therefore listen to me. I am a king. I deserve it. I deserve it all. And we're going to burn that hat. We're going to now burn it. We're going to burn Orochi. And then after we burn him, we're going to burn him again. And then after we're done burning him again, we're going to burn him a third time. And then we're going to do it 5 more times until he finally fucking dies. Burn it. No, don't burn my crown. I worked so hard to circumvent all of Wano politics to get that crown. Hey, Sukiyaki did not wear a crown. Momonosuke did not wear a crown. They didn't need to wear crowns. Orochi was so self-conscious he had to wear a damn crown. All right? It's medieval. It's Edo period Japan. They didn't even wear those kind of crowns. The emperor wore something that was like a crown, but it wasn't like that. That's more of like a European style. He didn't even know what he was doing. He didn't even know what he was doing. All right? Crowns! I'm not doing the rest of this in the Orochi voice. God, no. I'm glad I don't have to do it as much anymore. It was a Burger King crown the entire time. Yes. All right. Yeah, Kaido got it for him for his birthday. Like, that's what he got it, yeah. All right. Kuzan. Okay, Kuzan has a bandana, but we have included bandanas as crowns. Same thing with Eneru, same thing with Zoro. All right, so Kuzans. I gotta say, I think Zoro and Eneru's are a little bit more, like, higher tier than Kuzan's, maybe. But Kuzan also goes up there pretty high as hats. Yeah. It's a normal blue bandana. I'd put it above. I'd put it right here, maybe. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna move the straw. I'm gonna move the straw hat down to here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's a normal blue bandana. Then we have Eneru. Eneru kind of has an Eminem thing kind of going on. Like, that's the whole basis of Eneru's character, is he's Eminem. Which I just love the fact that Oda will just include, like, Django is Michael Jackson, Eneru is Eminem. Oh no, he's all distorted. That's fine. We all know what Eneru looks like. Yeah, Eneru really brings the fire with that damn thing, though. Yeah. If it's Great Hat, I feel like it would go... I'm thinking it might actually go above or below Koala. But I'm kind of split here. It might even be in Top Hat, maybe. Eneru is the Slim Shady, yeah. Bottom of Top Hat? Yeah. I could kind of see. I mean, Eneru's is very well known in the One Piece world. I would say it's not better than Law's post-time skip, but I think it is more iconic than the pre-time skip. Don't want to use iconic that much. Yeah. Ooh, Perona is next. Oh, Perona's hat's so good. So I opted to use Perona because Perona has a lot of different styles because that's her whole thing. She's like a cosplay model, basically. But I decided to go with Perona's hat from post-time skip Sabaody. I love this hat. I really do. She probably made it herself because she like makes her own costumes and stuff. Black hat with a red like brim like underneath it, and then the white roses really tie it together. The white roses on the hat really shoot this up through the ranks. It's really high up there. It is. I'm gonna put it right between Ace and Drake. I think there might actually. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. It doesn't rank higher than Ace's hat. It doesn't go higher than Ace. All right, but it is a very close second, I think. It is a really, really epic hat. Yeah. It's got like the Mihawk color scheme. Yeah. Top hat, but below Ace. I think that's perfect to put it there. Also, Goth Girl bonus. Yeah, we'll throw the Goth Girl bonus in there, as we all do. Yes. All right. So, yeah, that one's good. Perospero's hats. Now, Perospero, not one of my favorite characters, but that hat, though. Now, I don't think, once again, the big blue and polka dotted shit, that's not part of the hat, I don't think. That's part of, like, some weird thing he has going on back there. I don't really know. But the hat, though, it's like something you'd see out of, like, Willy Wonka. You know? It's got, like, the giant brim, and then it's got this big bulbous thing sticking out with a bunch of, like, suckers sticking out of it. I guess those are actual candy, because he has the lick fruit. He has the candy fruit, basically. See, that's the thing. I want to say burn it, but no, I would say this is also really, really... In fact, I think he might take the cake with this one. In terms... I think he eclipses Miss Valentine's lemon hat. I think it goes over lemon, and then it hits to, like, this is a really stupid-looking hat. But Perospero and his whole aesthetic kind of make it work. Yeah. Nobody else would wear that hat except for the guy that has the candy fruit. Yeah. I mean, if you have the ability to create candy, I mean, like, I guess that's the outfit you wear, I suppose. Yeah. It is straight out of Willy Wonka. Yeah. It does kind of look like a pacifier now that I'm looking at it. Ugh. But it works. I mean, here's the thing. Perospero is a really creepy fuck. But the hat works on him as a creepy fuck. I mean, that's the... You see this guy coming towards you. I mean, are you going to be like, oh, man, let's go talk to that guy. Let's let children close to this dude. I was like, no, you're going to avoid him like the fucking plague. But like, hey, okay, at least, you know, he's like, all right, he's very obviously creepy. Yeah. Outside of Totland, maybe not so much, though. All right. Who's next? Hiralook. Okay, now it's Hiralook. Hiralook's hat's cool. Now, Hiralook is just a normal top hat. Like, the thing that really sells it is his hairstyle, but his hat is just a top hat. Yeah. Which, it is an average hat. I think putting it right between... Because if we're just like, look... Okay, because the most normal hats on this list are Beiji's fedora, Django's Michael Jackson hat, and Hiralook's top hat. Hiralook literally is just a normal top hat. There is nothing added to this. You can at least say Helmeppo's is like regular marine. I mean, so maybe Helmeppo's should be... Maybe I should rearrange these a little bit here. You know? Because these at least have a little bit of flair to it. But then again, you could say that, like, the stuff added to it detracts from the normal top hat look. You could say that. Yeah. But yeah, it is just a normal hat. But where would you say? Do you think the Marine hats rank higher than these normal ones, like this trifecta of normal ass hats here? Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll keep it like that then. All right, here we go. Mihawk. This is one that everybody was waiting for. Dracul Mihawk. All right. I mean, yeah, you could hear the Spanish guitar playing. In fact, I think they use the Spanish guitar in the live action when he shows up because it works so well. All right. I mean, we got to go king on him, I think. I mean, I think we have to. The energy coming off of this hat. This hat, if you look at this hat for too long, you'll get cut in half. You'll get your arms sliced off if you look at this hat for too long. I mean, it is literally the hat of the greatest swordsman in the world. Would the greatest swordsman in the world have shit fashion sense? I don't think so. It's a normal hat on any other human being. But on Mihawk, you get something special. That is a sharp-ass hat. Three Musketeers hat. Yeah, it's probably what it's based on, yeah. Yeah, we already ranked Buggy. Post-time skip Buggy is in top, and then down here, pre-time skip Buggy's in great. Yeah. But I think that's a good place for him to be. Who's that? Oh, it's Pizarro. Alvaro Pizarro. Why does his hat have a window? I know it's probably a gemstone, but it looks like his hat is a window. It actually just looks like Absalom's hat. Which, if that's the case, we could just throw this and burn it. Burn it. I don't even think it works on him, honestly. I really don't think it does. I think we just put it down and burn it next to Absalom and just call it a day on this one. It's like a pumpkin hat. Yeah. The pumpkin hat. Yeah. And he didn't wear this before the time skip. This was something he added later. And even then, I really don't feel it. Yeah. I'm going to say burn it. Any hat that comes up that's like that giant, like, bulbous kind of shape, we're just going to burn, I guess. Okay. Prince Groose. And his Pringle hat. This hat has a little bit of a backstory. He used to always walk with his head down, and he used to always bump into people. So his mom made him wear this hat so he would not, like, he wouldn't bump into people and things constantly. So he's kind of a sulking kind of guy, kind of a dumb kind of guy too, if we're being honest, if he just like keeps bumping into objects and shit. But the hat is kind of cool. The hat is kind of nice. This hat is a war crime. It's goofy. I like it. It's so stupid. It's great. All right, I can see where the wind is blowing on this one. It's not better than Perospero's or Mikita's lemon hat, but I think it fits right in the middle of dumb, but it works. All right? Yeah. It's silly. It's a silly hat, but it's cool. Yeah. I think this tier, I mean, Diamante's kind of whatever for me, but Perospero and Miss Valentine, Prince Groose, and Garp's hats all do fit in this category, I think, really, really well. Yeah. The extra long brim. All right, we have Lucci's two hats. We have classic Cypher Pull 9 Lucci, and we have current Cypher Pull 0 Lucci. He just basically clicked the invert button in Photoshop. So, black hat with a white stripe, and then white hat with a black stripe. He just kind of Just click the inversion there. That's all we get. I mean, they are pretty fleek hats. They are pretty nice. This one's hard, yeah. I prefer the black one more. I like the original, like, the outfits of Cypherpool 9, the black suits. I think just kind of lends to, like, secret spy organization better than the white suits do. Yeah. So we'll put them in normal hats. But I think the black one ranks higher. Yeah, so if we can do, like, and these are, I would say it ranks higher than, I'll put it, like, here, and then maybe here. Kind of the same thing we did with Robin's, except Robin's goes up a little higher than that. White suits are way too flashy. Yeah, you're right about that. Maybe we should put Lucci in top hat just because he does have a top hat, and he is a pretty prominent character in the story. Because the only top hat we have in top hat is, we have Perona's, I guess, is technically a top hat, and I guess we also have Chopper's. Yeah. All right, I'll put Lucci's up here because it is an actual top hat. Yeah, I'll keep this one down here. I think the white hat just doesn't, I don't know. Also, Helmeppo's is a white top hat, and it's on here too, so I think that's fair. And that's fair. All right, Zoro. Zoro's bandana is black in the manga. It has like a green tint to it in the anime. There's versions of the anime where it's it actually has its true colors, or its true color, but yeah. So I had a feeling his was gonna rank the highest out of the bandanas, and considering we put Eneru in top hat, I feel like we put him next to Eneru because he gives off the similar kind of vibe. Or we put it in King because he does have Conqueror's Haki now. It is the king of the bandana category, though. I will say that, yeah. I don't think Usopp's is going to be higher than Zoro's. So I think Zoro up here needs to fit. I mean, I agree with all of these. And there's another obvious one that's going to be in the king category coming up here in a little bit. I mean, it's pretty obvious what else is going to be in here. But we got Brooks' crown hat, Joy Boy's hat, Napoleon, Mihawk, and Zoro's bandana. I think that's all fair. And Mihawk's right next to Zoro. That works really well, too. Yeah. All right. Oh, then we have Roger's hat. Now, see, like, look. Roger's hat is, like... It's good, but it's, like, the same fucking hat. It's the same hat as Whitebeard and Blackbeard's. There's really not even a lot of flair to it. I think Devon's hat is better flair than this, but he's the literal Pirate King. He's the actual legitimate Pirate King. Tekking, this is the hat. You watch your fucking mouth. So, I'm sorry, the King of the Pirates had kind of a generic hat. Don't shoot me, but it's kind of true. He gave his hat to Shanks, and he settled for this thing. I don't know what I was expecting, like a multi-brimmed golden hat. That actually, if it was golden, dude, if Roger was rocking a golden-trimmed hat with a diamond Jolly Roger in the center, that shit would be awesome. I think that shit would have worked. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Where did that hat go? Yeah, where did Roger's hat go? I don't know. Maybe he gave this to somebody else. He gave it to Rouge. Rouge had it in her closet. That's where it was. I'm kind of torn here. I really don't want to put this in King. I kind of want to put it down here with all the other hats. I'll put it above it. I'll put it above Koala. This isn't even his original hat. Eam has the hat. Realistically, it is just great. It belongs with all the other hats. Yeah. Awful. Boring. Well, wait, hold on. I put Whitebeard up here. How about we put him in top hat? How about Whitebeard and Roger right next to each other in top hat category? Not at the best, but hey, I'm just sorry. Nobody remembers this fucking hat. Nobody thinks of the King of the Pirates and thinks of this hat. They think of the straw hat or they think of the mustache. That's what they think, all right? I'm going to put him right next to Whitebeard, and I think that's being generous. In fact, I'm putting Whitebeard ahead of him. He has the beads. Roger doesn't even have the beads. He just has some feathers. That's it. I swear to God, if Luffy trades in the straw hat for this generic shit 20 years in the future, I don't even know what I'm going to do, man. I hope Luffy never trades that out. I'm happy with this. I'm happy. I'm glad you guys agree. I'm glad most people agree. Just because he's the King of the Pirates, I mean, come on now. It's not fair. It's not fair he wears a substandard hat like this, Roger. All right. Sabo. Now, Sabo has a very, it's like the Oliver Twist kind of hat. Pretty much like Bello Betty, Morley, Lindbergh. They all wear like a variation of this. It's kind of like the Revolutionary Army's like signature hat. But Sabo is the most prominent out of all of them. So, yeah, I mean, Ivankov, Inazuma, Dragon, they don't wear any hats. But, well, I guess Ivankov has like a little crown. But, yeah. It's a top hat next to Koala. Well, maybe it's a great hat next to Koala. Wait a minute. Are you guys implying that we move Koala up to top hat? Because I'm cool with that. Let's see. I think, honestly, yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Sabo and Koala being next to each other. I'll move Koala back down. I'll move Koala back down. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But, yeah. Oh, no, people actually like that. You know, I wanted Koala to be higher up. There we go. There we go. We go Sabo, Koala, then Whitebeard, and Roger. There we go. Yeah, no, put her up there. Yeah, no, listen. I'm okay with that. Koala, I love Koala's hat. Yeah. Tekking, you're shipping them. I've been shipping Koala and Sabo for years. They're the perfect couple. They're adorable together. This is treason! Why is Roger below Zoro? Because Roger's hat isn't really that fucking special! It's a generic captain's hat. There's like 6 other people on the list that have the exact same hat. I'm sorry. Roger could have picked a really cool-ass hat for himself. He could have worn a hat on top of another hat. He could have had it made of gold or made of diamonds or something, but he chose that shit. I'm sorry, Roger. You downgraded big time. Who's next? Oh, Sanji. Sanji's ball hat in the groggy ring. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah, a bandana, and a bandana is a hat. We've clarified this earlier on in the stream. We've already clarified what is and what is not a hat here. That was like one of the first discussions we had in the stream. Burn it, burn it, burn it. I'm putting it at the top of Burn. I'm noticing every hat in Burn, at least the top 3 in Burn, are all ball-shaped hats. Do not wear spherical hats. They do not belong in the world. If you're wearing a hat that vaguely looks like a sphere, burn it. That's basically what I'm hearing about here. Unless you're Koala. Koala gets a pass. But other than that, burn it. Yes. Oh, dude. Yeah, Sky. Yeah, if he has to wear that, if Taz Sky has to wear that in the live action, yeah. Okay. Senor Pink. And I don't want to hear any bullshit that it's a bib or it's a bonnet or whatever the hell it is. Senor Pink is the only human being in fiction or otherwise over the age of 2 that can wear this hat and make it fucking work. All right? He is the only person that can make it work. And for that, it is dumb, but it works. And I'm going to put him in top. I don't think every time I put somebody at the top of dumb, but it works, I feel like this is the quintessential person. I thought it with Miss Valentine, but then Perospero won out, and then I thought it with Perospero, but then Senor Pink won out. Any other human being over the age of 2 years old that wears this is going to be No way, man. You're going to avoid that person like the plague. But Senor Pink makes it work. Makes it work. I'm agreeing with Dumb. I'm not going to go with King. I think he's a grown-ass 40-year-old man that wears a baby bonnet, and it works. All right? That is the definition of what dumb but it works means. Yeah. All right, so then we have Luffy Straw Hat or some shit. I don't know. Guys, okay, can we talk for a second about this? Come on now. Really? It's just a straw hat. All right, it's just a fucking straw hat. It's just, you can buy these at the dollar store. They're not special. They're not unique. It's just a hat. It's just a hat. I own one. You own one. Everybody owns a damn sun hat. It's a straw sun hat, man. It's a normal ass hat. In fact, it goes at the very bottom of normal. Okay, yeah, no. It has to go up here. It's got to go up here. It's got to be it's in the logo of the series, for God's sakes. Yeah. Oda could have picked a derby. He could have picked a cowboy hat. He could have picked a top hat as the iconic symbol of the story. But he had to go with a straw hat. Yeah. It's gone through a lot of shit, too. You know, Luffy's hat has gone through 3 owners that are all insanely powerful and have been dealing with crazy world-ending battles, and somehow Luffy's straw hat is in better condition than Damalo Black's shitty straw hat. Really? Roger wore this hat and went up. Roger was wearing this at God Valley, and it still has better. It's maintained better than Damalo Black's. This is the hat that beat Rocks, for God's sakes. This is the hat Shanks was wearing when he fought with Mihawk, for God's sakes. Luffy punched out a dragon with this hat. Yeah. It's filled with hockey. Oh, dude. That's going to be the twist, isn't it? That's going to be the twist. They're going to have to unravel the straw hat and a giant burst of hockey is going to come out. That's going to be the twist, isn't it? The whole hat just... Boom! All right, we only got a few people left. And then I'm going to get going because we have One Piece D&D at 4. So we got a couple people left. Oh, we got Tamago's teacup hat. Aw, guys, can the teacup hat go up high? Can the teacup hat go be like top hat, please? It's a functional teacup. It's functional. It's a plate, and it's not even really a hat, if we're being honest with you. He's just wearing a plate and a cup on his head. But, like, yeah, it's a functional teacup that he drinks out of. That's fucking cool. Kinda awful. No, that's so cool. That's so cool. All right. It is dumb, but it works. It is dumb, but it works. I don't think it beats the bib, but I think it beats Perospero. I'm gonna put, but it's so practical. It's an actual cup. This is a trendsetter. This is a trendsetter right here. It literally works. Yeah, it works as a functional teacup hat. I'll leave it in dumb, but it works. Dumb, but it works somehow, yeah. It somehow stays hot. It's insulated. It's a little Yeti cup up there or something. I don't know. It keeps his head warm. Well, he's bald, and, a lot of heat escapes from your head. So, He's the Mad Hatter. All right. The Thunder Soldiers. So Kiros's hat when he was the toy soldier's hat. It's you know what? I don't think we've added anybody into Great recently. I think Great is a good place for this hat. Not super high up. I'm actually going to probably put it below Robin but above Leo. I think it's a great hat. It's recognizable. It's unique. Yeah. It's like a little British officer kind of hat. I'm putting it down here in great. I'll put that there. Yeah. Okay, we got Usopp. Okay, so we got Usopp's bandana pre-time skip. And then we have a separate hat for Usopp after that. So let's do Usopp's bandana first. So what do we put? Let's see. Eneru was in top. I think this might be another, normal. Another addition to normal, maybe. Above or below Kuzan? I feel like it might be above Kuzan. Usopp's is more recognizable, and it has the pattern on it. Kuzan's is just a blue bandana. I could put it, like, right here. Like, above Kuzan, but below Kizaru's top. I mean, Rob Lucci's white top hat. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, Sage King also wore it, too. Unfortunately, I forgot to put Sage King on this list. Sage King would obviously be in the King category, yeah. Then we have this hat, post-time skip Usopp. He's worn a lot of hats. I had to pick. I couldn't have, like, I would have a lot of Usopp's hats here. By the way, I'm going to do another tier list at some point that's just going to be Frankie's hairstyles. I'm going to do that at some point, so look out for that. That'll be really fun. Yeah. This is a little bit more. I like it more than the bandana, be honest with you. Normal, but I mean, like, I could just literally do this. I can literally just go Genzo, then Rob Lucci, then Usopp's hat, then Usopp's bandana, then Kuzan's bandana, and then the other just normal hats right here. Django and Beiji and Here Look. Yeah. I think that works. Oh. The call. Do that later. We're almost done. I like his Dressrosa hat better. Yeah, I should have included that one, but we're at the end now, so. If the Dressrosa hat was on here, it would probably be in great. Vasco Shots hat. Now, he does have, like, a jester hat kind of thing going on here. I feel like he should be next to Augur, or at the top of this down here. Yeah. Honest, awful, or burn it with, See, I kind of like the little, like, jester balls on it, sort of. Is it weird that I like it? No, I kind of like the hat, too. I actually would not burn it. I like it enough to not burn it, but that's not saying much. All right. It is kind of good. I'll put it at least to the point of awful. Yeah, I'll put it at awful. Okay, Vegapunk's hat. A very contentious choice because it's neither a helmet, nor is it a hoodie, nor is it a bandana, nor it is a traditional hat. It's the top half of an apple that he shoved on top of his cut-off head, which also functions as an antenna to synchronize his thoughts with the internet. So I don't know what fucking category you want me to make about that. Like, I don't know what kind of category this should be in. Unless you just want to make another category. Because if there's anybody on this list that does not fit into the parameters of hat, it would be Vegapunk. So I think we make a new category for Vegapunk alone. So it's an antenna. Yeah, let's just make antenna. All right. Add row below. Yeah. Antenna. There you are. We'll do purple. Or actually, no, wait. Let's have it all the way on the bottom. Oh, wait, shit, I'm fucking these up. Okay, hold on a minute. Antenna. Okay, I gotta reorganize. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put dumb but it works in just a normal hat. I'm gonna switch these. At the very end here, I'm gonna switch these. Because I feel like the status of dumb but it works is higher up than normal. That was the impression I was getting. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's change this to gray. And then we'll put Vegapunk in there. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. I think that works better. I think that's a better flow to it, honestly. Yeah. Luffy's afro was a wig. So that's a different category we haven't really touched upon yet. But wigs are not hats. Yeah. Okay, so then finally we have Zeph. Last hat on this list, we have Zeph. Now, he has a chef's hat, but it's a really tall chef's hat. I can't even include the whole chef's hat on here because it's like 6 feet tall. It's a really big-ass hat. Zeph is the king of the chefs. That is true. He's Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Baratier Dimmadome. Okay. Big, normal, or low, great? I'd say it's unique enough to be low, great, above Thunder Soldier. Above the Thunder Soldier. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Or dumb, but it works. But if it's dumb, but it works, it's like down here. It's like above Diamante. Because it does kind of look ridiculous to have like a 7-foot tall hat on. You know what I mean? That is like a Doug Dimmadome kind of shit. Like the only place that looks kind of cool is if you're at an anime convention or if you can really make it work. And granted, Zeph can really make it work. It's 2 stories. That hat is the tip of top. All right, I'll put it in top. You know what? I'm going to put it above Sabo. There we go. It is the top of the top hats. It is a very high. Now, it's not going to be, you know, better than Aces or Peronas or Drakes, but yeah. Yeah, we'll check Super Chats here at the end. Nope, Loki's helmet does not count. Helmets are not hats. Also, why Who's not on here? I'm pleased with this. Yeah. I'm happy with this, too. I forgot a lot of characters, but this was like 60. How many characters were on here? There was like 58, and then like 59, 60. There was like 65 characters on here. There's a lot of characters. We didn't even get through all the damn hats. We need episode 2, majorly. We also have Arlong. Yeah, Arlong we didn't have on here. Sengoku we didn't have on here. Shuro we didn't have on here. I don't know if I'm going to do a second one, but maybe. Killer's wearing a mask. Killer is a mask because it's a helmet, really. It goes all the way around. Yeah, it's like a Power Rangers helmet. Yeah. If you consider Killer's, if that's a hat, then every motorcycle helmet is a hat, and they are not. All right. Let's go through some super chats, though. Let's see what we got here. I want to see more instances of the revolutionaries versus evil pirates. You can't establish democracy and overlook bloodthirsty criminals. That's true. Like, the revolutionaries are going to have a lot to deal with after the situation. Like, even if they take out the Tenryubito and restructure the government, there's still going to be pirates out there. They're not planning on dismantling the Marines. They're just probably trying to reform the Marines and the government. That's the whole point. But yeah, I get what you mean. But I'm 30 making YouTube videos about him. Yeah, Senor Pink. Well, that's the name of the game in this weird-ass job that I found myself in. Roger couldn't finish his journey without his hat. I mean, he did, though. He finished his journey without the straw hat. He gave the straw hat to Shanks. And he picked a really low-tier, kind of generic captain hat to replace it. Maybe he realized there wasn't anything that could replace the the straw hat, so he had to. Yeah, I'm not going to include every variation of Oars wearing the rocks on his head and shit. But thanks for the donation. Vegapunk's apple hat, that's of course included. Buggy's wears Eames' crown. Dude, if Buggy puts on Eames' crown, Buggy with Eames' crown would be a king. Would be fit for a king, easy. Bribe to burn Eames' hat. Here comes into the bribery era. Loki said he will end the world maybe in a good way. Yeah, maybe he will. Maybe like how Luffy will politely destroy Fishman Island. My bribe for you to have a good day. Thank you, Kibari. This is where all the interaction between the hats are. Yeah, Shiki doesn't have a hat. That is a wheel. That is a fucking wheel that was jammed into his head. That is not a hat. That is a wheel. Yeah. What about Vivi's duck? Yeah, it's another character we've forgotten. I think the top one is Peter might win this. Peter does not have a hat, but Jew Peter does not have a hat, but what is it? No, wait, actually no, Top Man doesn't wear a hat either. Jay Garcia Saturn wears a hat. Jay Garcia Saturn wears a hat, and although I think it's more of his, is it more like a bandana kind of thing he wears? No, it's a hat. It's a hat. It's like a flat top hat. Now I'm remembering what it is. Yeah, it's like a flat top kind of hat that he wears. And then Mars doesn't wear a hat. Ethan doesn't wear a hat. Yeah, Jay Garcia is the only member of the Gorosei that wears a hat, and he's dead now. Garling doesn't wear a hat. I don't think Garling is capable of wearing a hat. His hairstyle is not conducive to hats. Anyway, going back. Yeah, Saturn did wear a hat. Yeah. Yeah, Kuma's on here. Kuma's next to Bonnie. Down in normal. Right here. God wants you to wear a hat. God wants you to wear a hat. God wants you to wear a hat. If you don't want to piss off God, remember that. That's a good song. We'll play it out with that. I don't want to play the whole thing because of copyright, but it's such a good song. Do I have it on here, actually? Oh, I think I know. Oh, hold on a second. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Here we go. See if I get the best part here. Okay, here we go. Don't wanna piss off God, remember that. Okay. That's a good, yeah, and then also it's just God wants you to wear a hat. Ain't a real religion if you ain't got a hat. Where's your hat? Okay, that's enough of that. Go look it up. Whitest Kids You Know, God Wants You to Wear a Hat. It's a really good music video. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, that's the video. I'm going to get going because in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be doing One Piece D&D over at Rustage's Twitch. So go check that out. Rustage's Twitch. At Rustage, I think it just is. One Piece D&D today. We'll see if... I actually don't remember exactly where we left off last time. We were in the hot springs. Yeah. So we'll see where that goes. Rustage. Oh, Rustage underscore. Rustage underscore. Thank you. Don't forget the underscore. Okay, I'm not good at promotions. All right, hold on. Let me try something. Oh, yeah, I was robbing a museum. We were robbing a museum. I was like, hey, let's do this careful, like. And then Yokon's like, no. Let's go. I'm like, all right. All right. Well, we'll be over. I'll be over in like 20 minutes, Rustage. And then we'll continue the robbery, and we'll see if anybody dies in this episode, it's not going to be Kai's fault. All right? It's not going to be Kai's fault. Rustage underscore over on Twitch. Also, make sure to subscribe to Rustage YouTube channel. It's just Rustage. And then Rustage 2 if you want to check out the One Piece D&D, and then Isekai D&D, and then Marines, and then other stuff that he does on that channel. Yeah. And then there's probably a rap that he's coming out with soon, because that's what Rustage does. He raps. And I talk about hats. That's what we do. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get going, everybody. Signing out. See you in a little bit. See you in a little bit. Later.